So you're feeling stuck. We've all been there. You've been working on a particular goal or habit for weeks or months or even years, and you feel like you just aren't making progress no matter how hard you try. If that's the case, this is 100% gonna be the video for you. Because today I'm gonna talk about the 2 reasons that people are generally stuck, and I'm gonna give you a fun visual framework that teaches you what you can actually do about it. By the way, this is a science-based framework. My name is Dr. Karin Nordin, and I'm a PhD level expert in mindset and behavior change. Here at Body Brain Alliance, we bring you the real science behind self-help. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if that's something that you're interested in hearing about every single week. Let's go ahead and dive right in. The number 1 reason why people are feeling stuck when it comes to their lives is because they are either under-challenged or they are over-challenged. If you are under-challenged, that probably means that whatever you're doing is actually too easy for you. This can be the case if you've set a tiny habit and it's so small that it isn't even the least bit exciting for you. When we're under-challenged, we aren't stimulated, we aren't engaged with our goals, and so we can feel stuck, we can feel demotivated, and we can feel like we have no reason to move forward. On the other hand, we can be over-challenged, and that happens when we're taking on way too much at once. If there's too much going on in our lives, if we have too many demands and not enough resources, what that creates is pure stress, which is gonna put us in shutdown mode and again, put us in that very stuck mentality. So what do we do about it? Let me teach you my favorite framework for figuring out whether you are over or under challenged. In the world of educational psychology, we have something called the zone of proximal development. First, there's the things that you can do. You can think of this as a circle. Then there's a bigger circle of the things that you can't do. But in between those 2 circles, there's a third circle of something that you can do with help. You may have seen something that looks like this image before when it comes to your growth zone versus your challenge zone. And while that's a useful framework, I personally like the zone of proximal development because the idea of what we can do with help is very clarifying. Let's do an example. Let's say you're feeling particularly stuck because you have a report you need to finish and you are constantly procrastinating that report. In general, maybe you're struggling with time management or productivity because you are constantly procrastinating. What can you do right now? Well, you can successfully identify that your behavior is procrastination, which is actually a really good start. What you can't do right now is get past that sense of procrastination, and that's okay. Now I want you to imagine what you could do if you had a little bit of help. I want you to imagine you had a PDF workbook available to you that listed the different types of procrastination and helped you identify the exact source of why you're putting that task off. That is the scaffolding or help that you're getting in this scenario. In that case, you could not only identify that you were procrastinating, but you could also move into the next area of growth and figure out what you were actually gonna do about it. So you have awareness, and in this new world, you also have a plan. From there, I want you to imagine that you had a plan to enact and you also had a coach to hold you accountable to that plan. In that case, you have even more help. You have accountability, you have awareness, and you have a plan. That would probably bring you much closer to your eventual goal, the outside of the circle, where you're not procrastinating at all. This is why having resources matters. And those resources can look different for each individual person. That might look like reaching out to an accountability buddy and having someone who's gonna help you get to the gym. That might look like buying the right book or course or program if you need to develop the skills that are actually related to what you're hoping to accomplish. Maybe you're trying to run a half marathon and you're feeling really stuck because your time isn't getting any faster every single time you run. Maybe that looks like you working with someone else or getting some ebook on running that's going to help you have a specific plan you can follow in order to improve your time. A lot of us understand that we have a comfort zone, and way past that we have a growth zone, but we don't know how to get in the middle. And the middle part, the part where we actually grow, is the part where we use and reach out to the resources around us in order to take that leap. By the way, the procrastination PDF I mentioned in this video is not a hypothetical situation. It's an actual resource that we include as part of our Change Academy membership. So definitely visit the link in my description if that's something that you're interested in, or if procrastination is where you are feeling stuck. Otherwise, I highly recommend you check out this previous video on what to do if you know what to do, you're just not actually doing it, which is very related to the stuck feeling that a ton of people are experiencing. Let me know if you love this format, and I will see you in the next video.